That afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Then a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go!
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, 59 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. This for his running back, McCoy. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That one good for 12. Yards into Kansas City first.
A gain of 12. And their first down, Chiefs.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
I got one. Shoot. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Yellow. 180. I got it. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here in this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Foles. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
180. What we got?
It's gonna be a long day. Jam. Shit.
61. Matchbox lights. Water. 1. Hey, wahoo!
56. Mike's 50.
Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Bravo!
56, right there. 56.
After the sack on first down, Foles. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. They'll toss it to Fournette. And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
And the ball carrier
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Great.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Hayden Cole.
Slam. Switch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
53. They can't hang with that.
Purple 54.
53.
Let's go. Great.
53 is mine. Go. You go tight. You got tight right there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch twist.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Mahomes fighting his tight end Kelce for a big one. 67 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. here on this opening weekend. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Under press. Check. Check your hot read.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun give to Fournette. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Go!
Now Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Tempo.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Zebra.
Rashid. Motion, pump.
Easy.
Pump.
Curl.
Chance.
Go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Go, let's go.
Check. Crunch.
64.
Second and 10. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Back.
13.
Check.
Yeah, go, let's go. 13.
They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check 3.
Silent.
Second and 15. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back 1 second left in the half. On is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No.
Here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
What we got? What we got? We got it. Girl.
2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Silver. 12.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So it's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley.
What's the ball? Check 3.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here we go. Check him out. Check him.
Yellow.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's caught by Ware. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Purple 64.
Play, 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 play.
Shift. Take four. Good. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. He's crashing.
Easy. Go with 5-3. Six.
Check nickel.
Hey, Cadence. What is it?
On 2nd and 7, Foles. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Zebra. One. Yeah, go, let's go.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Looking to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
It should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Watch the shift.
Switch.
Go with 5-3.
53, Mike.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Silent.
Check three.
Hey, solid one. Six. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. A good. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the safety creep.
Fournette on the toss to the right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Under. Go.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Yellow. 180. Reset. Got you back.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Kansas City.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They run it again with Williams. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Yes.
Switch. Watch out.
What is it? Down to hit.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Thirteen. Hey, goal. Down goal.
Alert 3.
Kill.
Alert 3. 36.
Down. Hey, down 1. We got it.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 73 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, Silver. Where's that? Where'd he go?
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Lambeau now. After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Push him back.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Paul bringing it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Attack! 44, Mike, 44.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
The 37-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 43. Come back. 15.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Late stages, and the Titans now out in front. A win would be their first of the young season. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Go, go, go.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Great. Hey, Orbit. To go.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
He's back to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again.